and welcome back to Bedecked in the Burbs. I'm Beck, and on today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to make the spring 2025 runway trends work in your wardrobe using examples from my wardrobe. I have the Vogue app now, and I was scrolling through a bunch of the runway shows and trying to look for trends that appeared over and over, and I noticed a lot of wacky things that I did not have in my wardrobe, and I'll go through those too, but there are definitely some that are easy to recreate that are gonna make you look modern if that's a goal for you, and up to date on what's going on in fashion right now. It's not overly complicated, it's not groundbreaking, but these are some of the spring 2025 trends I noticed when I was looking through the pictures from the runway. And some of them you might remember from when you were a teenager. So fashion, cyclical, etc., etc. There are some things that I noticed while looking at these and trying to figure out outfits to plan to show off some of the trends that I definitely have some wardrobe gaps that maybe I may or may not want to fill this year. One of the biggest trends I noticed on the runway, on the spring 2025 runway, are Bermuda shorts. Like the shorts that come right to your knees or maybe just below the knee. They're a little wider. I noticed those all over. These are going to be things that you can find really easily secondhand. Women, if you could shop in the men's section, I know a lot of thrifters I watch buy men's pants and shorts. I think if you either size up your hips and get them altered to fit your waist or put on a belt, going to the men's section to find these Bermuda shorts may not be a bad idea. So that was one huge trend I noticed. And another one that I noticed that I don't have an outfit for today is fringe. All sorts of really dramatic, all over fringe, whether it's in a top, a skirt, a whole dress, just elements on a dress. Fringe is definitely going to be huge. There are some patterns that I saw repeated again and again on the spring 2025 runways. I feel like for a long time we were all about like the minimalist look, the beiges, and there's still a lot of that. There's definitely still a lot of that. But I was seeing a lot of pattern and a lot of color from like gingham to floral, whether it be big floral, a lot of abstract patterns I feel like that we haven't seen in a while. And also like more of a scattered pattern. I'll try to find a picture so you know what I mean. Also polka dots. I think I said in my last trends, like summer 2024 trends, that polka dots were coming back. Polka dots were all over the spring 2025 runway. It's kind of crazy to say that stripes are a trend, but I was seeing both horizontal and vertical stripes a lot on the runway, but some of these things are just a classic. It's just how you style them and changing up your silhouette. We're still seeing the sporty elements. We're still seeing the preppy or the active wear as casual wear. We're still seeing sheer. I was seeing a lot of like sheer floaty layers layered on top of each other. Another trend I mentioned last year that I'm still seeing a lot this year are hot pants, like the really tiny, basically underwear pants. Not super practical in real life, as I said, but still seeing it on the runway. Capris. I saw capris. I have a capri look for you today. And then there's things on the runway still like slip dresses. Satin is still big. I saw quite a few people doing like tiny pleated skirts, and still wide leg pants, still big. If you were worried about buying wide leg pants, don't worry, you could still buy them, you could still wear them. They're still gonna be big this spring. So maybe now's the time to try out wide leg pants if you haven't already. By the way, I have a video coming up next week about a wide leg pants jeans try on, where I'm not going to be trying on the jeans, but it's for petite ladies. So if you're petite, stay tuned for that. Now I'm going to show you 8 or 9 looks that I came up with from my own closet, from pieces honestly you probably might have similar to or can easily find, where I recreated some of the runway looks that I found on the Vogue app. First one, let's do polka dots. For this one I'm combining 2 looks that I saw on the Carolina Herrera runway this year. Both the polka dots with a black background and the polka dots with a white background, and the pattern mixing of the black and white floral pattern. So I will be right back and we'll see how I did. Okay, so this I believe is like a Lauren by Ralph Lauren kind of dress that I can never figure out how to, it's so nice, but like I never wear it because I can never for some reason figure out how to style it. So this is gonna breathe new life into this dress. All right, so we're gonna start out Can you see my feet? Hopefully. We're going to start out with this dress, and then we are going to add some pattern mixing here. For the shoes, okay, so I have flats because it looked like they were wearing black, maybe pumps or something in the runway shots. So I just have black flats. Excuse the socks lines. I was wearing socks, so I have socks lines. Okay, and then I have two scarves I'm going to try to do something with the pattern mixing. Okay, so I'm hoping this will work as kind of a belt. This already has a tie, so maybe I'll tie this in back. I'm going to try to stand. Okay, so let me try to do this in like maybe a sash kind of thing. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I like that pattern mixing. That's fun. I don't know whether I want to tie that in front or back, but I kind of want a lot of the pattern to show. So I think I'm just going to make this into like a sash. Oh, okay, so she has it kind of like lower on her hips, but I honestly don't think this has room to go lower on my hips, but it is kind of tied off to the side. So maybe I'll try that and kind of bunch this out so you can see the pattern mixing more, because I think that looks really cool. I like a good pattern mixing moments, and florals are good for that. They look good with stripes. Apparently they look good with polka dots, and it's black and white. So it's kind of easy to mix. And then I'm going to try to add a third pattern to this. And tying scarves is like a whole thing. I never know what to do with scarves. So I'm going to try something here. I hate it. It's too scarfy, right? I don't hate the pattern mixing at all. I just kind of hate wearing scarves like this. But for this is this kind of a low-cut dress, so at least it makes it more modest or whatever. So let me see if I can do anything different with this scarf, but honestly, this is probably more the look I'm going for with this one. But I wonder if I just tied this with this one? Is this too much? Should I do something like this? So we have the floral and then the, I don't know. I think I don't love that either. It's not bad, it's kind of fun, but I feel like it kind of takes away, these take away from each other. I think you could go with the floral one with the polka dots, which I really like, or I think you could do the opposite colored polka dots instead, like that. That would be okay. But I think maybe together is a little much. I am doing a look later, which, spoiler alert, I am doing a look later where I make a shirt out of a scarf. But in this case, I think it would have to be pretty precise for this to actually work. So I think one of the scarves is maybe good, maybe not both. Okay, so this next one is from Self Portrait, and it is playing with the sheer trend. I have, in the picture, it's a black lace dress with a black skirt with some ruffle detailing on it and a slit. I can't even tell if she's wearing shoes. Naked shoes, basically. So I just put on some flip-flops. Of course, this would be better with like a heel of some sort. I do have a heel. Let me put that on, maybe that would be better. This isn't as much of a minimalistic shoe anymore, but I still think I like it better with the look, just because it's dressier. So this skirt, normally, this slits on the side. It goes like this. But for this particular look, the slit is kind of in the middle, and there's like a zipper or ruffle detail. So I put this seam right in the middle, and I paired it with this sheer top. Really easy look to create. It's basically a pencil skirt worn backwards and a sheer long sleeve top. And obviously you can't wear sheer tops everywhere. You can't wear sheer tops to work, but you could layer something under it or over it, which I've done before. So super easy look. This is based on the Self Portrait look. Okay, so this next look is from a brand called Calais Milano. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This I really liked because it reminded me very much of an outfit I wore when I was in Italy. Like I said, I had trouble figuring out how to wear one of the scarves I brought, which is the one I was going to wear today, but I do not know where I put it, so I hope that scarf's not lost because I like it a lot. But instead I found this other sunflower scarf. I apologize for the wrinkles. They're linen, sorry. But anyway, this of course would probably be more faithful to the look if you had a matching set. Matching sets are still in. This would be cute with like a matching kind of handkerchiefy shorts that went with it. But I mean, they're gonna be great for summer still, and they kind of work with this top. I think this is a really fun look. And if the exposed back bugs you, just wear like a tank top or a tube top underneath. I think when I wore this in Italy, I wore a swimsuit underneath. This scarf is just a fun layering piece too, and I've worn a look like this before. I think it's really fun for summer, and yeah, highly recommend. And actually, if I wanted to dress this up with my Fendi sandals, I think that would be really cute too. Yeah, I like this. I feel like this would be good for just like a casual dining night out somewhere. Obviously, if the shorts were ironed, I am sorry. That's my bad. Okay, so for this next look, this is going to be a combination of two looks I found on the Sergio Hudson runway. Suiting is still in, wide leg pants are still in, pinstripes are still in, and butter yellow is still in. This is not butter yellow, this is more of a chartreuse color, but for the sake of the outfit, I think it will be fine. This probably would look better with a blazer. I love the look of a belted blazer. It really brings in the waist, especially if you go. Another trend, I don't think I mentioned earlier, is exaggerated silhouettes. So if you have a bigger blazer with like bigger shoulders and like belt it at the waist, it's going to do a lot to fix the silhouette. So I don't know how this looks. Let me go look in a mirror because it might be ridiculous. Let me go see. All right, with the puff sleeves and the belt, there's kind of a lot going on, but I'm not entirely mad about that. I think it looks fine. So yeah, it's kind of a fun look, and there's lots of necklaces going on too. So the basic idea of this is pinstripe suit and belted, and possibly with a pop of color in a trendy color like yellow. I also saw a lot of royal blue. There was a lot of red, you know, color, especially primary colors, apparently are very in right now. So the idea of this one is to look super, even though I'm wearing a white shirt, which I do have trouble styling a lot of times, super undone. I have kind of the collar askew, like in the picture. Just everything really loose and flowy, and this is a way, often I wonder like how to do the oversize with the oversized thing if you don't want to wear something tight on top. One idea is to tuck it in, do like a little tuck in the middle or on the side. That's a good way to do it. Adding a hat always makes it look cooler. This is just, this is one of those things that I think it looks so cool on other people, but like, and on the model, this is from the Alexander Wang runway show. I don't know if I could pull this off in real life, oddly enough. I love a wide leg pant, but with the white shirt is just not a thing I do. So this is a fun, different way for me to style it, but also very, very simple. And with a cool bag, that would totally finish it off. This one from Staud, or Staud, I don't know how to pronounce it, kind of cracks me up because like, do you remember layering tank tops? This is layering tank tops with, I know, the colors maybe work, but the styles don't. Yeah, the necklines don't. The necklines, it would be more ideal if they were more the same, but you get the idea. Layering tank top and capri pants that go to your knees, like that's, I mean, yeah. Isn't this something we all wore 20 years ago? Probably, maybe yesterday, maybe 10 years ago, like heading to yoga or something. It's funny how this is considered fashion, but guess what? In the spring 2025 collections, it was considered fashion. So that's cool. Okay, so this is another recreation of a look from the Alexander Wang collection. Really easy basics paired together in a kind of new and different way. Like I saw a lot of, like I said, pleated mini skirts on the, this isn't exactly pleated, but you get the idea. And it's also sheer, which is another trend. In the picture, this was paired with like a really cropped, shrunken zip-up hoodie, and then a bandana. So maybe I'll throw this bandana over here real quick. See if I can... Ew. My kid is over there like, what are you even doing? It's called fashion.
It's called ugly.
It doesn't all make sense together, does it? So maybe you wouldn't pair this all together, but I think adding A ballet flat with a skirt like this is a little bit unexpected. Pairing a hoodie with it is certainly unexpected.
No, as long as you had a better hoodie, that's not unexpected.
As long as you had, that's true, because it is kind of sporty on sporty. So these sportier elements, and then just like a ballet flat and a random bandana to lean in kind of like the new boho trend. I don't know. This obviously is a little outside my comfort zone, but let's go to the preppy side next, where I'm very comfortable.
No, you are not comfortable in preppy.
Sorry, I have to distinguish the old preppy, not the new definition of preppy. Ralph Lauren's next. There you go. Okay, so for this one from the Ralph Lauren runway, this is already very, very Ralph Lauren, besides the wrinkles, because he would never.
I've seen you wear those.
Okay, so on the runway they paired it with these knee-high boots. I've worn shorts with knee-high boots before in a fashion sense, and I guess in real life, but only like, this was more like a 2012 thing for me. So here we go. It's looking very, very New England prep right now.
It looking very, very olden days.
Very olden days, yes. Classic, we'll say.
Olden days.
What I noticed when I was putting this outfit together is I don't have a brown blazer, and I keep wondering, like, I'm looking at blazers literally all the time, and I'm like thinking, okay, what am I missing from my closet? What color am I missing?
A brown blazer.
I'm missing a brown blazer.
I knew that one.
Which is a little ridiculous for me. So this does not finish off the look as well as a brown blazer would. And it's linen, it's not the right weight or anything, so, but imagine this look with a brown blazer.
Never.
Like on the runway, and I like it a lot better. This is maybe too New England prep for me.
Really?
Ralph Lauren is not completely my aesthetic, just elements of it. Obviously the brown riding boots, all these things I like on their own, just not together. All right, for this last one, we are gonna go on a wacky layering journey together as we build this outfit. We're gonna start with a yellow patterned dress. This is an inspiration from the Stella Jean collection. She is a designer. That is not her actual name. She's an Italian designer. I guess Jean was her mother's name, so that's how she came up with the name. I had never heard of it, so I Googled her. She had a lot of color and exuberance in her collection that I thought was a lot of fun, especially for vacation wear. So she had this yellow dress and then a cutout top. So this is tight to begin with. So this is maybe not gonna be the best idea, but we're just gonna put on this really tight shirt and make it work. She just said it's giving corset, which is kind of funny because I don't think I mentioned that, but corset details are also a big trend still. So we're gonna button one of these up, and I'm gonna fold this over because in the middle, we are going to try to make that sash that we saw in the picture. The sleeves in the picture were short sleeved. I'm just gonna roll up these sleeves, maybe I'll do something later. And then we're gonna do the sash detailing, which is a bunch of different colors. It's blue, black and white striped. We have some blue in this. We have some black and white. This is actually a scarf with Paris on it, not Italy, but that's okay. All right, so we're just gonna kind of fold it and make it into a sash. I really want to get the blue in there though too, because there's blue in the look. So I'm just gonna kind of fold this. I don't think it'll fit around me if it is a rectangle. I'm just gonna make it a triangle. And we're gonna kind of zhuzh this.
Don't say that. Don't say.
I don't like things that are overly fussy, so I don't know that I'd ever wear this way because if I'm putzing with it all day, it's not gonna work. But obviously it's an inspiration from a runway look, and the idea of this would work if you just want to pair it with a skirt with a blue shirt instead, and then put like a different color pattern as a scarf or a belt in the middle. So this is kind of what I came up with for the last look. Maybe if we added like some sort of a wacky necklace up here, it could kind of give the idea of the cutout look, even though I don't have the cutouts. I think it needs some more excitement up top for sure. So let me know in the comment section down below which spring trend you're most excited to try out that I talked about in the video today. Maybe what your favorite outfit was today too. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, consider subscribing and turning on those post notifications so you can be alerted right when I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Bedecked in the Burbs. Next week, if all goes to plan, we will have a petite wide leg jeans episode, so look forward to that. I know wide leg jeans can be a challenge even for me, and especially for people who are not a standard height. According to my 10-year-old, by the way, wide leg jeans are not a challenge, they're just cute, so we just all need to get on board and do it. So, yeah guys! Alright, thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye!